LaMacchia Travel, 618 55th Street, has served Kenosha for over 90 years.
And with that rich history, you can expect the very best in customer service and care to ensure that your next vacation will be one to remember for all the best reasons.
Stop on in or visit their website, LaMacchiaTravel.com, to plan your next getaway.
Get out of here. Every Friday, get on down to Union Park Tavern, 4520 8th Avenue, for their famous fish fry. It's voted best in Kenosha for the last decade.
But that's not all. Union Park Tavern serves up great food every day, including their 9 a.m. weekend brunches.
And if you enjoy live music, they have you covered there as well. Live music every Friday and Saturday night.
Also, be sure to check out their beer garden. That's Union Park Tavern, 4520 8th Avenue. Honk, honk!
Looking for a new car?
Stop on by CarBox, 1750 22nd Avenue.
Scott and his awesome team will go put you in the car of your dreams. They offer great vehicles for all family types.
They have the deals you want and need.
Honk, honk. Visit CarBox, 1750 22nd Avenue.
Honk, honk! Nachos, nachos, nachos. We're going to spice up this episode of the Ktown Connects podcast with some royalty. We welcome Lisa Henthorn, the Specialty Nacho Queen. Cue that music.
Okay. One, you can do it better, and two, you have to speak more into the mic.
Fuck! Is that bad?
Well, just a little quieter. I know you're going to come back and speak into the mic when you're done, so I didn't want to adjust you now and adjust you later. So just
Are you
do
ready?
it right the first time.
Nachos, nachos.
Wait, hold on. Now you need a little break in there.
God damn it. Nachos.
No. I just want to fuck with you.
Okay, perfect. Nachos, nachos, nachos. We're going to be spicing up this episode of the Ktown Connects podcast with some royalty. We welcome Lisa Henthorn, the Specialty Nacho Queen. Hey, JTB, cue that music.
Wow, Donnie. I can't believe I'm not sick of that song yet. Dropping Daisies. Kenosha, my hometown.
Thank you,
Great
Dropping
song.
Daisies. Isn't it? It's a great rocker.
Written by some guy. It's in the show notes. I forgot his name, but...
From the Red something is his name, isn't it?
Yes, that's like his nickname, Red.
Yes.
Red McLeod?
Yes, there you go.
Ding, ding, ding.
But that Droppin' Daisies cover is fantastic. Thank you, Amy and Danny and the rest of
It's a song they sing in the Tremper choir.
Yes.
And then Droppin' Daisies put some guitars behind it and rocked it out.
I
love it.
Yeah, it's
I love
cool.
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great song.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, welcome to the Ktown Connects podcast.
Yes.
I'm one of your hosts, Donnie. And
Yes, you are.
And I'm here with Jason.
Hey,
buddy.
hey.
Long time. We haven't done this for a while.
I know. I really missed you, Donnie.
I missed you. I didn't see you a single day we were
I
on.
know. It was, so nice.
Great to be back in the saddle again, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have Lisa here as a guest.
I can't wait to dig deep with Lisa.
What's that supposed to mean?
Remember that was the old catchphrase I used to do. We're going to dig deep.
I don't remember that. I guess it wasn't very successful. Even your co-host doesn't remember.
I'm trying to bring it back, but oh well. But you know what? We're back. We're back here recording at Luigi's Pizza.
I mean, if she was a
Kitchen.
gardener, they would work dig deep.
I do garden.
See,
You win.
didn't you read the show notes?
All right,
Didn't you read
Donnie.
the show
All
notes?
right. I'm proving her wrong. Thanks,
Nothing
Lisa.
better
I was
than
trying to support you.
Yeah, there's nothing better
Throw
than
me
a
under the
dirty
bus.
hole.
Right.
Where are we at, Donnie?
We're recording at Luigi's Pizza Kitchen. They're located at 7531 39th Avenue. They're open Tuesday through Sunday. Give them a call at 262-694-6565.
That's right, Donnie. You can find their full menu, and you can order online at luigispizzakenosha.com.
And guess what? Order those pizza pies.
That's right, Donnie. Also, look for the Ktown Connects podcast on Spectrum Channel 14 and on your Roku box under the Kenosha Community Media streaming channel. Fancy.
Wow, look, Mom, I'm on TV. And don't forget to show your support for
We
the...
didn't say the times. We're air every Wednesday at 11 a.m. and Sunday at 5 p.m.
Wait, really?
It's not a streaming channel where you just pick, which is weird. It's just
Right.
one of those that you just go on, and whatever's on is on.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, but,
Like Pluto, but
Right.
it's just one channel, though.
maybe we could get on Pluto.
There's a lot of crap on there.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Those air interviews 24 hours a day.
Don't forget, you can also show your support for the Ktown Connects podcast by getting your very own Ktown Connects merchandise, courtesy of the Lettering Machine. T-shirts, sweatshirts, beanies, koozies, so much more. You can find the quick link at ktownconnects.com.
Speaking of ktownconnects.com, I'd like to give a shout out to our Patreon supporter of the week, and that's Dana Nelson.
Hey, Dana.
Thank you, Dana, for joining the after party at patreon.com Ktown Connects. Dana and all of our Patreon supporters get early access to each episode, bonus material, including we asked Elisa what state has the best shape today.
So subscribe.
And you can only get that answer if you listen to our Patreon version of this episode. How much does something like this cost, though, Donnie?
You're not going to believe this. As low as $2 a month.
Wow, $2. I can't believe it. And how can I get subscribed to that?
You can find the quick link at ktownconnects.com.
Amazing. And be sure to follow us on all of our social media outlets. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Drop us those reviews and on Facebook or your favorite podcast provider. And spread the word about the hottest podcast in town. And what podcast is that, Donnie?
That is the Ktown Connects podcast, Jason. That
All right.
is. All right, we got that out of the way, huh, Lisa?
Yes. You guys did a great job.
Thank you.
thanks.
No, well, we've done better, trust me.
We've done way worse.
Yeah, true. Well, welcome, Lisa. It is an honor to have you on the show.
It is a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
We've both known you for quite a while now,
This is true.
and this is going to be a fun show.
I think so.
Just a bunch of friends talking, right?
Absolutely.
Just getting to know
I'm having
ya.
a good time already.
See? And we're recording pretty early today. Normally we do it at night.
Yes.
But you're so busy with the Specialty Nacho Queen food trailer that we had to make special arrangements.
And I appreciate you doing that.
Anything for one of our good friends.
Oh, thank you.
You know.
Anything to get out of work, too, for a
Right.
couple hours. You know,
Yeah,
deal with
right.
that. So, Lisa, let's flash way back.
Okay.
What's your earliest memory of like a food truck or some kind of something like that? Like a serving in the streets kind of thing?
Oh, geez. Probably as a child going to Kenosha County Fair with my father where he shot horseshoes and getting beer battered cheese curds.
Oh, okay. Cool. I think of the popcorn wagon that was down there.
Sure. Yeah.
Down on 7th over by the bridge there.
Oh, God, that was good popcorn. I do remember that.
Yeah. Well, we were kids, too. Like any popcorn's good popcorn when you're a kid.
You
still
guys are
love
about the same age. Mm-hmm. 32?
We're both old.
I wasn't going to say that. Jeez.
Rolling in on 50.
So you grew up in Kenosha.
I did.
Were you born here, too?
I was born here.
Wow. So you're still here.
Yeah, well, I left 2 days before I turned 18 for about 6 years.
Okay, cool. So you got off for a little bit. We'll get to that in a little bit. But
That's all right.
so when you were a kid, what was your home base? What was your neighborhood?
It is over by Forest Park.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Good area over there.
Yeah, it didn't suck.
Yeah. So you went to Forest Park.
I did.
Were you a Tremper or a Bradford girl?
Bradford.
Bradford. Okay.
Red Devil, huh?
Yeah, still.
Did you guys go to school together? Were you in the...
I don't know.
I don't know.
I should have been Bradford class of 91.
I was 90.
Okay.
Oh, so you guys were
So
there
you were
at
like a
the
grade
same
above
time.
me, but then.
Yeah.
You know where my next question was going to go.
No.
Did you guys bang?
No, I don't
Okay,
think so.
No,
Pretty sure no.
I didn't get a whole lot of action in high school.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
didn't give up a whole lot of action in high school.
Me neither. Let me change that. I didn't give up. They were knocking on my door. I was like, no.
What kind of student were you, Lisa?
I was a good student. I had some honor classes. I excelled in art, photography, video production. Graduated second in my class for art.
Wow. Yeah, I see you were a featured artist for many of those times in high school.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. What was your medium? Was it photography?
No, mixed media.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mixed media. I did a lot of different things.
All right. You ever still dabble in any of that?
I do.
Yeah.
But, it's all kind of come full circle, because I did a lot of different things and now I put them to work for all together.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty well-rounded individual, I'd like to think.
Cool. So tell us about your first job.
First job. Oh, that was, actually, it wasn't Manutronics. It was the Renaissance Faire, only it was called King Richard's.
Okay.
1985. I was an Italian ice chick.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was your very first job then,
That was
huh?
my very first
Oh,
job.
wow.
And then I was, Nothing could compare to that.
Yeah, yeah.
know?
But that was just for the summertime. So after that, what did you go to look for in the fall?
Well, then I did some of the Manutronics. Mark's Big Boy worked there. I was in a band, but that was normally more gas money or beer. Not
what was the name of the
band? One was called Oops, and the other was Screaming Vultures.
Oh.
Yeah, we opened up for the Vandals, actually, at the Odd Rock on Kinnickinnick in Milwaukee.
Wow.
Time.
What were some of your favorite places to play in Kenosha?
In Kenosha, Red Zone, there was a place.
Helps out, where's that?
That was a punk house. We played there. The Orpheum. The Orpheum Halloween gig with Die Monster Die when it was before it was rehabbed.
Wow.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh, cool.
I bet that was a great show.
Yeah, it was. It didn't suck.
Yeah.
How did you get into music?
I play guitar. I also play djembe, doumbek drum, and sing.
Wow. Did you get into that when you were in high school? Or
I
earlier?
did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were one of the first chick bands rocking, so we had a lot of support. And,
cool.
Yeah, we played Madison, Milwaukee, locally. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Did you almost make it big?
No, we broke up in the recording studio.
Oh.
Big fight?
No, not really. It was different. I hung out with older people. I really wanted to push forward and, go all for it. They were in 5 other bands. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it wasn't anybody lack of anything. It was just
Who were the girls in your band? Are they local Kenosha?
Amy Adrian, then Matt Newhouse or Warren Martiniak played drums. Chuck played guitar. Sometimes we were, we rotated people out.
Yeah.
So sometimes it was primarily chicks, sometimes it wasn't. But we wrote the music, did some covers.
Cool.
Any reunion shows coming up, maybe?
Probably not. But I do occasionally drink and jam out in my basement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So you went to Bradford.
I did.
Did you go to prom?
I did. Junior prom.
Yeah. Who'd you go to prom with?
With Dave Bedore.
Dave Bedore.
Yeah, he was.
He sounds adorable.
Was he dreamy?
He was dreamy.
Right.
He was older. I asked him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, why not?
I
Did
like
you guys
that.
go to dinner
for it.
before that?
No.
No, just straight to the prom?
There was some cold duck drinking involved.
Cold duck?
It's like a Lambrusco.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there was some dancing like Axl Rose and me walking off the dance floor. It was fun. Went with Paige O'Connor and Mike Giuliano and
Oh, yeah.
double date.
Party afterwards?
Ish. We were pretty tapped out already.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was that down at the Elks Club down there?
It was, yeah.
Okay,
It
yeah.
was, yeah.
I think I might have been at that prom.
Yeah. Yeah. It was interesting back then how you could have people that could drink and people that couldn't drink under the same roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
All right.
All right, Lisa. So your first job, you said, was Renaissance
Yes.
Fair. And you worked at numerous Renaissance fairs across the country.
I did.
So that first job, you must have really fell in love with that, right?
I did, yeah. And then after the first year, I think it was the second year, they tried to put me in the kitchens, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to pass. So I just
Now, what did you do
started
again?
doing
What was your first thing you did out there?
was Italian Ice, and then I moved
okay.
into doing some street performing and improv. So
Okay.
that was that's what I was going for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and being able to, I learned a lot. I did.
What kind of stuff did you do? Just kind of stand out there and kind of mess with people when they came by, or what?
I did, and I had full characters. I was insane. I escaped from Bedlam Institution. I had a couple little songs, and
Did you come up with these characters? Or
I
they
did.
Give you, oh, okay.
Could you give us a little accent? Do you?
no, because it's been too long.
Well, we got to try.
And you
We
put
gotta
it up
try.
and put me on the spot. Yeah,
Well, if you ever feel like breaking into character during the show, you're welcome to.
I will.
We would encourage that. So,
That might happen.
you kept on doing this. You were in how old were you when you first did the Renaissance Fair?
Oh, 13.
Oh, that young. Huh? Okay, and you just kept on doing it every summer until
Yeah.
here in Kenosha, at the which was the King Richard's Fair at the time, now
Yeah.
the Bristol Renaissance Fair. And then when you turned 18, you were like, I'm out of here. I'm going.
I did. And then I left with the troll, Bevan Iredell. He played a really cool troll out there. And we went to Kansas and then Texas. And then it just...
Was your mom like, she left with the troll? Oh, my goodness.
He had a girlfriend. She was a stripper.
Okay.
But no, she really... They were good people. I had shown that I had learned a lot as far as healthy eating, different diversities.
Yeah.
And my mom did want me. I always wanted to leave.
Yeah.
So it was a good, it was a good time. So 2 days before my 18th birthday, I took that final check from Renaissance Faire and took off with $200. And,
wow.
Yeah.
And then if people don't know, the Renaissance Faire is like, in the wintertime, they're on the south side of the country. They're down
there's
there,
about 80 of them.
So it's kind of like a year-round thing if you follow the
You pick
climate.
and choose.
Yeah.
You pick and choose. I mean, there's enough. You create your own circuit, you know, and I was able to do that. And
it's almost like a tour, but you stop in each place for 6-8 weeks or whatever
you
it is.
do.
Yeah.
You do. And I apprenticed some jewelry makers, and that's how I got into the ballet stuff. And then
I'm sorry, the what?
the Balinese imports that I do as well.
Okay.
And then that's Merdeka. And then I also did some sword fighting because I was really into the stage combat and that.
Oh, cool.
They called me Lady Death.
I like
Lady
that.
Death.
I was pretty good at that. Yeah. People would jump out of nowhere in the campground and want to challenge me. Because what I was doing was actually a game. So it was Schlager style. So you could only go 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, and they had balloons on their head, and I had this double sweep that I could get both balloons, bam, bam. So I had stage combat experience, and I had some classes from the swordsmen that are out at this Renaissance Faire. So I jumped right into it and took off, and so then everyone wanted to beat me. So I never knew when someone was going to spring out of the woods. Ha-ha! And it'd be ha-ha! And then we're dueling with shanai or swords or whatever, sticks, whatever was
Whatever's laying around.
Yeah.
Huh? Cool. So how long did you do this tour?
Well, I did about 3 years. Then I got off the road, went to school at Columbia College for Advertising, Art, and Theater, where I was the queen in A.A. Milne, Ugly Duckling. Surprising, there's a queen theme. Yeah, and then I ran into some issues with being able to afford schooling after 2 years, so I jumped back out on the road for a sabbatical.
Oh, wow.
And learned a lot more.
Okay. You just kind of rejoin your old group, your old friends.
I kept connections,
Yeah.
so it worked out well.
Nice.
Flaming Idiots and a lot of good people, so.
I'm going to ask you about these outfits that you wear at the Renaissance Faire. Can you breathe in them?
Hardly. I was notorious for breaking the rules for being completely period in dressing. Because when it was 100 degrees, and I was, a lot younger, and so there was midriff and more gypsy belly dancer action happening.
You gotta stay comfortable,
You got to stay cool.
Right.
And then when I was crazy and had the shackles in that Bedlam institution, I mean, I would have to go in the back and just hose down my hair to try not to knock out from heat exhaustion.
Wow.
So that was.
Do they tell you no nipple slips there?
I don't know if that's actually said, but I mean, I tried to avoid it personally.
Okay.
I kept the girls in rain.
Johnny, did you get in trouble for that out there?
I get in trouble for that every day of my life.
Could you put that away?
Sir, please.
Really?
I don't ask you again. So where'd you first 10 bar?
Bristol Renaissance Faire.
Okay.
Pig and Whistle.
Oh, wow.
Well, I bet you rolled in the tips there.
I did. Plus, we were real close with Danny Lord. He was a performer out there, and we used to hang out backstage, and he'd flip over a cardboard box, and he showed us a lot of card tricks. So me and my friend Jenny Przlomsky, sorry, but I'm mentioning you, girl. We were partnered up at the Pig and Whistle, and we did a lot of card tricks that brought in extra money.
Oh, cool. Yeah, actually, you kind of give them a little show. They're going to throw more money in there.
Yeah, we gave them a show, all right.
So this, I assume this is after your journey around the nation that you came back and went back to the Bristol Renaissance
Well, I
Fair?
always made sure that was part of my circuit. Too.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you just every summer
I
you
mean,
came
I
back
did
anyway.
Colorado, I think twice. It was hard to acclimate to Colorado. It's literally on a mountain.
Yeah.
So you had to walk in. I told people to get lost in the maze at Colorado. It was a lot of fun. They never had someone bring in that kind of money, so they wouldn't pay me that money again.
Oh.
So I mean, it was the first time I made $1,000 in a weekend,
Wow.
So it didn't suck at all.
Yeah, for sure.
Use that improv, told people to get lost, go find yourself, all the little things that were going on. But then, I guess it was the second year. Bears had been baited in the campground for pictures. So camping, I didn't have my RV at the time, so that was early on. We drank down the hill. There was a pub. We were in Larkspur. I drank often so that I could sleep.
Yeah.
And at night, because it was by myself. I did a lot of the traveling on my own, so it was pretty scary. There was no cell phones and stuff.
Yeah, you're just out there.
You're just out in the...
And it's quiet.
And then there's bears. Oh, my.
So you had these camping experiences every time. What was some... You have any other wild stories about?
Oh, sure I do.
Oh, yeah. That's what I like to hear.
We could go on. Let's go to Arizona. So it's the first time I'm going to Arizona with my friend Tama Lipke Meekum, and we are traveling there. We get there in my 1976 mint Buick Century, right? And we got all our belongings. We go in a bit of a caravan, but we get there without a job. So we're sitting around a fire, and I happen to meet someone that remembers me from the Red Triangle Circus from Fright Fest, which
you did Fright Fest too.
Yeah,
Huh?
I did Fright Fest. Yeah, we were one of the first groups, and we worked outside the Batmobile and the Bat Ride. Anyhow,
cool.
so he remembered me. Here I'm in Arizona, and that's how I got the sword fighting gig. So we're all excited. We go back to camp. And here comes in this huge storm, which storms aren't that prevalent, obviously. Dust storms, what have you. This was a wicked storm.
Wow.
And, we got the dome tents all set up, and we got little altars with candles and stuff.
Oh, boy.
Well, the big dome tent would jiffy pop. It would suck in completely across your face and then poof, open over and over till it starts shredding. Until it's and it's the 2 days before show opens. It's a massive storm. By the end of it, I'm sitting in the middle of the desert. My tent is completely shredded, just crying in the rain. And it was okay later, but and there's javelinas and coyotes. So now I don't even have that barrier of the tent. It's literally just everything we owned is soaking wet.
Wow. True.
See, I was hoping for a happier story, like the night you guys took mushrooms and got naked and climbed trees,
Well, that would be...
That's my picture going on at the Renaissance Faire during the week.
You're saving that for your book, right?
Yeah. Well, it's Nacho Queen, so I can't give up all the... But there were some full moon jams in the middle of the desert where dancing and drums and such went on, and it was very good fun.
Yeah, cool.
That's how I learned how to play drums. And drum, yeah.
See, there we go.
Mm-hmm. And then next thing you know, I'm the bar manager at Kenosha Country Club. Then I was the assistant clubhouse manager at Racine Country Club. Then I started running or managing the VFW post down the street here. Then the American Legion. So I was booking bands and finding ways to get people to come in to these establishments to help the veterans when I was there, or to, just be at the country clubs. A lot of good people there. And then ultimately that's where Nacho Queen ended up. The premise of not having to any longer sweat trying to book bands, events and stuff to get people to come to me. It really was where I had always been in a vending background, but I really like the idea of going to where the people are.
There you go.
Awesome. And I think that's a perfect time to take our first break, and we'll be back with more on how Lisa got started with the Specialty Nacho Queen.
Dun, dun, dun.
You're killing it, Lisa.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess we can fill in our Patreon listeners if there's some editing issues that I had to take care of through this first segment of the interview. And so there's some cuts in there. It's not usually the Patreon people get the entire show unedited completely. Here you go, boom. And so this time there's going to be some cuts in there. I'm not going to give you the silent parts. That's kind of, I'll just cut the silent parts out and kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. So, but that's why there's some issues with that first segment.
Or maybe you could put a little music in. Splice it. Yeah, exactly.
We could get some of your band music from back in the day.
Dale won't give it up.
Really?
He still plays one of the songs I wrote because I sang with Roosevelt Dolls just a couple of years ago too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he started playing a song, and I was like, son of a bitch, does that sound familiar? Oh, fucking dick.
Yeah, that's Dale.
Yeah, for sure.
He was a great guest on our show.
Oh, I bet. I've been on his show twice for the book.
He's having some big event Thursday at Fusion.
Yeah, I may try.
That's what I had. That's what I was going to do. I was going to go to that event. That's why I was
Not going to Dell's, okay.
But maybe, fuck it, maybe let's go up to Dell's early.
Right.
Yeah.
I used to love going there for food shows. I'd get the Wild Wolf or whatever, Ann or the other joint for $100 a night, and get to taste a bunch of different food products because I, did menus at the places I managed.
Okay.
So I'd talk them into, it's really important that I go and see what new coming out. And you're going to pay for it.
It seems to be going okay now.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll see. I guess it was...
Something had to happen because I'm here.
Yeah.
It seems to be par for the course for me this year.
We've had about 4 or 5 episodes that we had to can because recording issues. And then
redo, yeah.
2 of those people never wanted to come back on the show.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm having a blast.
Thank you. Well, one was a pastor.
Well, there's that.
And I might have kind of scoffed him a couple times. Kind of seemed a little like, great.
He didn't want to talk about his mushroom experiences.
No, he didn't for some reason.
Little boys. Oh, sorry. Ooh.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I think we're okay, yeah. So it's
And we're back from that break.
hold on, let me put some sound so I know where the break is. So.
We ready? No.
Are we ready?
Are we ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Wow, Jason, your hair looks fantastic.
Thanks, Donnie. I got a cut from Trish at Faded Barbershop for Men, 2227 63rd Street.
They offer many different services, including shaves, waxing, and that good old-fashioned haircut.
Follow their Facebook page to schedule your next hair-raising experience.
That's Faded Barbershop for Men, 2227 63rd Street. Hey, Jason, you thirsty?
Yeah!
Well, get on down to Lucci's Grandview, 6929 39th Avenue, and grab yourself a cold drink and some good conversation.
This family-owned bar will serve you up some great memories.
Follow them on Facebook for their great upcoming specials and events.
That's Lucci's Grandview, 6929 39th Avenue. Cheers!
Frank's Diner, 508 58th Street, has been a Kenosha icon since 1926.
This classic establishment offers up sassy service with scrumptious breakfasts and lunches.
Can you take on the garbage plate?
I don't know. Stop on in at Frank's, open 7 days a week in beautiful downtown Kenosha.
And we're back from that break.
Yes, we are back from that break, Donnie.
And what a break it was.
Oh, man.
And we are here with Lisa Henthorn. See, I knew I had to butcher it once.
Thank you.
I got texts blowing me up right now. I'm distracted about this Dell's trip.
Who's Tex?
Get one from our good friend Mark.
Oh, I thought you meant a Tex, like a person named Tex.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You got Tex blowing you up.
Bull rider.
Yeah.
So we're here with the Specialty Nacho Queen.
Yes,
Lisa,
we
I'm
are.
intrigued to figure out how you came up with this great idea and how you got started.
Can I tell you?
Please.
Okay.
Please do.
Well, to be honest, it started at... No.
Wait,
Let him adjust.
yeah, because the sound's coming through the headphones, so I'll cut this part out. Yeah. We're full of fun.
Well,
Is
Only
that
the best.
better?
we haven't done this in a while.
So ask her again.
Okay.
Lisa, I am so intrigued to find out how you were inspired and got started with the Specialty Nacho Queen. Fill us in, please.
I will. Well, it started...
Or top us off.
There you go. It started, initially I wanted to do this with tacos.
Oh.
International tacos, Reuben taco with a rye shell, etc. But as
Those are awesome, by the way. I've had them.
yeah, have you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So then I would have to make all the shells. That didn't seem like a lot of fun.
I had your Reuben nachos.
Oh,
That's
yes.
what I meant,
Okay. Those are good.
Yeah.
So I was an event coordinator for Happenings magazine.
Oh my God, I remember working with you. That's
Yeah.
how we know you, Lisa.
That's right. Right.
Figure it out.
Right. I couldn't place it.
And you know what a pleasure was working with you. For
Oh,
those
thank you.
2 years, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah, about that.
You did a great job with
Well,
those
thank
events.
you.
really did.
I appreciate that.
But as an event coordinator, you probably met a lot of vendors. And
I
things.
did, and I seen a pattern. It was a lot of the same food. It was hard to get anybody to do nachos, for one, but also I seen that there wasn't any availability for people that wanted vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free options.
Hello, me, ring, ring, ring.
Right. And as much as I love deep fried cheese curds, I now myself, or I'm in that boat, I can't eat fried food all the time.
Yeah.
And if you're living within the festival realm, you also don't want to eat the food that people are coming for one day or a weekend all the time.
Right? Yeah.
So then I tested it out a couple of weekends at the Harbor Market. I had a good response, and
What was your setup like then? What was it?
that was just a canopy. I was doing Merdeka Indonesian art. I was selling that as well. That I was
Okay.
importing from artists I know in Indonesia.
Okay.
And then we kind of did side-by-side tents, and I gave it a go, and it seemed to have a good response. And
I mean, what goes better than with Indonesian art than nachos?
exactly. That's
Perfect
what I was thinking.
combination, yes.
It was. And I was like, what spice do I have? Because I did want to tie it together to some degree. But then the next weekend, the second weekend I did it, I just focused on that because I was preparing on site. And then that's where I also determined, the majority of my selections have a lot to do with produce and less with meat. So it's easier for me to use a service kitchen or one of the 6 grills I have to get the meat out of the way. And that's where I built the castle.
That was my next question.
Yeah, that's where I built the castle. I seen an ice shanty around the corner, all dilapidated, and I was like, I think that should be something. And it wasn't a castle yet, and then that came about, and it's a lot easier to show up with everything prepared and just throw them together in the castle rather than bringing
So describe the castle.
Yeah, I mean,
for
if
someone
you
that-
haven't seen this castle, it is amazing, Lisa.
Oh, thank
Great
you.
job on that. It pops when you see it. Like, oh, there's a Specialty Nacho Queen in that castle.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's about 85% repurposed
Oh, very nice.
materials. The turrets around the top was lighting from a church. It was very difficult. Titanium blades couldn't get the rivets apart. And I was like, is this blasphemy? And then all of a sudden they came apart. I was like, okay, we're going to go with this then. And then another piece goes on my second castle that I built from the ground up. That's the big crown on top.
Oh, wow.
And that also can go on the 18-foot vintage mallard drake that I turned into a prep kitchen.
Okay.
And you did all this work yourself, correct?
I did have some help here and there for sure from a friend, but the designing, the majority of it
Is your idea, your creation.
yeah, and the mallard was all me, because it was more painting.
Because you had this vision in your
Ceiling.
head, right?
Yeah,
You're like,
exactly.
This is what I want it to be. This is going to be my brand, this castle, this nacho castle.
And I thought it meant more to me to be able to use my art background and put myself into it. And I didn't have a lot of money, quite frankly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm not in debt. I used what I built up from unemployment during COVID and put that into it. And I thought it's more impressive to me than someone that can just go buy something someone else
Right.
did.
Yeah, for sure. Did you launch Specialty Nacho Queen before COVID, or was that after?
It was just before COVID.
Okay, so you just kind of started going.
Yeah, 2019,
and then
2
bam.
weekends. Yeah, and then I did do a couple markets. I did markets during COVID.
Okay.
And I was like, well, now I'm in a castle. And the way I set it up is that you take the order at the door, right? And then inside there's your container and then your cheese, your meat, your toppings, and boom, you're at the drawbridge, handed out the drawbridge. So there's a sequence to it. It flows. And if I had to, I was going to paint a big moat on a tarp and throw that underneath just to keep people 6 feet away.
Right.
You know, I was ready.
Yeah, cool.
So let's talk about some of these nachos.
Okay.
You have ground beef. You have gyro. You have pulled pork, curry cauliflower. Wow. You have everything.
Thank you.
I mean,
well, it comes down to I choose my menu according to what I shop locally and find on
very
sale.
nice. Very nice.
That way I keep it local. I can keep my price fair. Takes a little more work, but
It's worth it.
it is worth it. And then basically how I come up with the nachos is, and I have dessert nachos and all
Yes,
that.
those ice cream nachos, Lisa.
Thank
Fantastic.
you. Yeah,
yes.
that you had the pineapple
Yeah.
one. That's
Oh,
good.
God, it was
yeah.
so good.
That's based off an old school icebox pineapple dessert that you put in your freezer.
Really?
Yeah, by the way. But what I do is anything that exists, whatever the bread, the crust, or the pie crust is, I turn that into the chip.
Oh, wow.
So there's a formula.
Yeah.
So the Reuben nacho becomes a rye chip. The Euro nacho a pita chip. So it's pretty much endless. And I seen a niche and it's a new idea. So I jumped on it and I've expanded with it ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it because like you said, you can only have so many cheese curds.
Right.
Not a lot of places have specialty nachos or ice cream nachos. I mean,
Right.
you're like
Thank
pretty
you.
much the only one, you know.
It's-
I mean, you can get the nachos somewhere that's just the liquid cheese and the plain chips. You go all out with your nachos.
Well, thanks. And I put a lot of effort into the ingredients. I use only the best and non-GMO. I got gluten-free, like I say, vegetarian, vegan. But I read extensively into it. I don't have bioengineered ingredients. I use naturally flavored stuff. You know, I think that's important.
You are really turning me on talking.
Oh, thank you. Are you hungry?
So, yeah, I am actually. So, Lisa, you've been doing this for like 2 years now, a little over 2 years. What's the craziest event you've worked at?
The craziest
Just the wildest,
event.
or like the most memorable, maybe.
Oh, wow. That's a tough call. Because there's a lot of crazy events. I couldn't say.
Yeah, yeah.
I really couldn't.
Every event is an adventure,
It
right?
is. And, you know, I'm looking for help right now. I think I found someone, but I had to put that down, the ability to adjust to your surroundings.
Yeah, for sure.
Because everything's a little bit different, you know. I guess the hardest hit that I got and had the most people coming at me would have been last September for the pop-up beer garden that was a benefit to raising money for kilties and drummies. I'm saying
Oh,
that
okay.
wrong.
The St. Patrick's Day
Yeah,
thing?
well, it's related to that, and they had several different microbrews, and it just didn't stop. The line just didn't
going?
stop until it was all gone.
Yeah.
So that was my first. Oh wow! So this is happening. You know.
Cool. So, but you do the nacho truck, Specialty Nacho Queen, but you also do other things. You cater events and stuff like that too.
Yes.
And you do much more than nachos.
Sure.
You do all kinds of sandwiches, salads, things like that. And what kind of events do you cater to?
Well, I called that etc. But I first started. I did my pork for 450 POW marchers when I was at American Legion. And then I also did a dinner for all of Wisconsin's community service officers. That was actually a sit-down dinner instead of usually they just had snacks and drinks. So it was the first one they had. And I got an award for it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
cool,
so
cool.
that was nice.
That's
yeah.
awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And this summer, there's so many events going on. Like as a vendor, I'm sure you could be doing it constantly if you had the energy and the supplies and everything for it and
Exactly.
the work. What process goes into choosing what events you're going to do and which ones you turn down?
Well, the only ones I've turned down really are the ones I know I can't do my best. I do have 2 castles, 3 trailers in total. I haven't found the right group to push forward that wants to expand with me.
Okay.
And part of it is because there's a lot of things I can just do on my own. So, and because I'm a sole proprietor and a single mom. I don't try to not spread the money around, but some events just aren't a lot of money, so I keep it down to me.
Right. And you're in business to make money.
Right. And I do. But also, I didn't make one phone call.
That's great.
I didn't make one phone call.
I like that.
So the people that called me, and booked me first, I went with. And I have repeat
the
customers.
true believers.
Yeah. And they really, it's, you have other people that it's like, oh, I always have traditional nachos. I should say that. However, I do switch the menu up, again, according to sales events. I just did the pop-up beer garden. I had some German nachos,
Cool.
So I try to do it that way. But yeah.
You base your menu at some of the events.
Exactly. I try to theme it up.
I like that.
So you're all over the place. How can someone find out where you're at? Because I'm like, well, I want to see some. I want some nachos. Where am I going to go?
Baby, where can I get them?
They can see where I'm at. What the menu is going to be at my Facebook page, Specialty Nacho Queen. I am on Google as well. I don't post as regularly on Google.
Well, Facebook
is the way to go.
It is.
So Facebook at Specialty Nacho Queen. Like that page, follow it, then you'll know where Lisa's at, and you can get some of those great nachos.
Well, thank you. I hope to see people get more great nachos.
What's in the future for Specialty Nacho Queen?
Well,
you'd love to have someone on board to help expand, I'm sure.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, ideally, I would like to be able to be operating at least both castles.
Yeah.
So a perfect candidate would be able to have a good enough driving record to tow one of the castles themselves. And, and obviously I would pay to go with however that far they go. I did get approached from some people in Maine to franchise.
Wow.
Yeah. But I'm about to turn 50 August 5th. I don't know. I've worked pretty hard already in my life. I don't know that I'm looking to do that.
Well, that's a lot less work on your end, though. You just
It is. And I mean, pretty much the niche is mine.
Yeah.
So I can decide to later on.
And it's your baby. It's your baby.
It is. And, there's some trademarking and stuff involved. So, I mean, I'm leaving the possibility to it, but I'm having a good time now.
Any thoughts of a storefront?
I like the idea of going where the people are, not waiting for the people to come to me.
Very smart.
I do have a service kitchen, and when I'm there, sometimes I sell out of there, but I don't know. I like this, kind of back to the
good time.
gypsy lifestyle that I was accustomed to in my youth.
All right. That's a perfect way to end our second segment here, and we'll be right back after this break with the conclusion with Lisa Henthorn.
You never know what you'll find at Gerber's Gift Shop, 3012 Roosevelt Road.
They got thousands of items to choose from, including pop culture merchandise, sports memorabilia, even jewelry.
On your next shopping adventure, stop into Gerber's Gift Shop, 3012 Roosevelt Road, and pick something up for yourself as well. Hey, you out there. If you're in the market to sell or buy a home, make your next move with Next Home Refined.
This local real estate brokerage specializes in humans over houses. They focus on the main part of the real estate transaction, and that's the people.
Contact Minnie Samuel at 262-960-0468 or Minnie's, MINIS.smarthomeprice.com to start your real estate adventure.
That's Next Home Refined.
And we're back from that break.
That's right, Donnie. We are back from that break, and welcome back from that break. It was a great break, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
All
and
right.
I can't wait for these Kenosha Connects.
Oh, yeah, right, Donnie. And Kenosha Connects is brought to you by AccuWell Integrative Health.
Ooh.
Lisa, are you suffering from pain, migraines, PTSD, anxiety, grief, or stress?
All of the above.
Well, then you should visit Laura Cox of AccuWell Integrative Health. She's located at 3917 47th Avenue, and she delivers excellent care in the form of natural, functional, and traditional Chinese medicine. Donnie, you can visit ACUWELLWI, as in AccuWellWisconsin.com, so you can live well, choose well, and be well. And you can find a link right there in our show notes.
Yeah, go visit our good friend Laura Cox. I still got to go on that date with her.
I will visit her. That's right up. Really,
she's very good.
No,
She's
really.
Tell her Ktown Connect sent you.
Yes, please,
I will.
Please.
I will.
So we got these Kenosha Connects. We're going to kind of get to know you and your connection to Kenosha.
All right.
So, Lisa, you know food. What's the last great meal you had in Kenosha?
Probably Luigi's Pizza, roasted chicken, and mojos.
right.
It was my cheat day. I had a little bit of everything. It was
go.
fantastic.
Yeah, Luigi's does a good job with that.
They do.
They have a great
do.
dining room in there.
Yeah, a great
I
dining
mean, it's
room.
closed right now, but it's still great.
We're enjoying it.
Yes, we are. All right, Lisa, where in Kenosha would you recommend someone going on a first date?
A first date. Kenosha Comedy Club.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good time down there.
Yeah, it is.
It is a great
Every
place
Friday
down
and
there.
Saturday night, they have comedians down there.
Yeah, get on
Bobcat Goldthwait is coming.
Yes, I
Really?
think in September.
Oh,
yeah.
nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, so that'd be neat. Okay, this is a good one. This is one I was waiting to hear you say.
Okay.
I want to hear this answer.
No pressure.
Your favorite Kenosha event?
Favorite Kenosha event? Kenosha Public Market. Public Market.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. You almost stumble your words there. Which
Just
one?
making sure which one it was saying.
I get it mixed up.
And
too
it
all the
is
time.
Kenosha Public Market.
Yes, yes.
Cool. Yeah, we see you there quite a bit.
Yeah.
They're here on and off. Yeah.
And they're good people. They really support small business.
Yep. Okay.
They do. I've had some things happen where I couldn't be there and they obliged and it was great.
And your good friend Eric Comer is right across from you.
That
Hi,
is
Daddies.
true. Yes,
he's
that's
right
true.
over
We go
there.
way back.
Is he the one you went to prom with?
It is not. It's not. No, but we went to Tribute Island together and Cheesapalooza
Yes,
and all those fun events.
All right, Lisa.
Oh, we also worked at FedEx together.
Oh,
yeah, didn't you?
Oh, small
Yeah.
world.
Eric, you better be listening because this is all about you.
Yes,
Yes.
Eric.
Maybe he should get him on. Well, it's
Yeah,
kind of late in the year
I'm
now.
surprised
so.
that he's not.
I did talk to him about it, but everybody's so busy. Our schedule's crazy.
He's too right wing for Donnie.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, Frank's covering
Just
all
saying
his
a lot.
advertising needs.
Yeah.
Frank doesn't. Oh.
Oh, never mind. Okay, moving on.
All right, Lisa, your favorite famous Kenoshan.
Oh, Orson Welles.
Ah, okay. All right.
Okay, here's a good one. Your favorite local place to see a band? How about currently and all time?
Ooh, all-time Orpheum. Back to
Orpheum,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, because that was just a great night. It was all dilapidated. It was Halloween.
That's cool.
You know.
Did you go there to see other bands too? Because they had quite a few shows there for
Yeah,
like one
I don't
summer.
remember which ones,
Yeah.
but sure I did.
You were
Sure
there,
I
though.
did. Yeah, and now I do, I was a manager for American Legion and started having bands downstairs.
Oh, okay.
I do like 58 Below.
Yeah, yeah.
I do.
Yeah, it's a
And
nice room.
I prefer to be outdoors, so I can't really say it would
Right.
be a festival, but I do like live music outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too. I prefer it outdoors too.
I do too.
All right, Lisa. Favorite museum in Kenosha?
Ooh. I don't know if it's just dinosaurs now, is it? But I love that one because I took my kids there often, and I had a friend, he's a storyteller out at the Bristol Renaissance, and years back he did some stories there, and the kids were just, in the Civil War Museum, and that wasn't here yet.
Yeah, yeah.
And I am old, so I guess I would still go back to that.
When it was the original Kenosha Museum?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Wow. All right, good answer. How about your favorite pizza place in Kenosha?
Luigi's.
Hey,
All right,
ding, ding, ding.
all
I
right.
like you, Lisa.
ding.
We're not forcing you to say this either.
No, and it's not my first rodeo either.
All right, Lisa. Where can I find the best burrito in Kenosha?
Best burrito. San Luis.
Oh, yeah.
When I got Grubhub, my $10 you get to spend on pickup,
Yeah.
I always pick up burrito there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
And then you eat for 2 days, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, absolutely.
When's the last time you rode the streetcar?
The streetcar last year.
Okay.
Last
all right,
year.
good.
Better than some.
Yeah. Yeah.
I rode it last weekend.
Oh, you did.
Well, we had the grandson, so
I
kids,
mean-
you do with the kids,
There's some real attributes to that streetcar.
I mean, it looks pretty.
Getting down to from the parking garage
Yeah.
to down to the markets to
Mm-hmm.
the Cheesapalooza, all that. I mean, it does work and it keeps people from at least driving from the parking garage.
Yeah.
Or if you're coming off the Metro, because I used to use the
Yeah.
Metro all the time till I moved to Chicago. So.
Yeah, cool.
All right. What now closed Kenosha business do you wish you could bring back?
Her by us.
Ah, yes. That's
cool.
you knew
Yeah,
that right away.
instantly. Well, it's that theater thing in me.
Yeah, cool. How about your favorite opera singer?
Favorite? Oh, I can't. It's the tenor.
Donnie, what's going on? What favorite?
Those are old show notes from the last episode.
Well, I can't think of his name off the top of my head. But
Figaro?
you may not know this, but my son won state championships and stuff. He did the opera.
That's why I put it in
at
the
Carthage.
show notes.
Sure, you remember?
Okay. Yeah, I did my
He did a
research.
lot of musical theater. That's where he started off at Carthage, and now he's decided to go into education.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, so he used to sing his head off in the shower. A lot of,
Well, we had the folks from the Kenosha Opera Festival here
Okay.
a couple of weeks ago, so that question's still on here. I guess we gotta.
I'm losing my ability to recall names of bands, titles of songs. Forget about it. No, I'll hum a tune.
Right.
I can hum a tune.
you know the
yeah,
beat.
but I'm not going to.
You know that one song by that one band.
Right.
Yes.
It goes. Yeah.
Okay, here's the real question.
Okay.
When's the last time you swam in Lake Michigan? Or even not swam, just put your feet in, at least.
I can't even remember.
Wow.
I like to be near the water.
Yeah.
I'm not really one to be in the water.
I like the sand. That's the thing about
Yeah, I do like the sand. I
don't like the sand.
I've been in water where water moccasins have come right next to me.
Yeah.
I've had some things happen in water.
Okay.
I stay out of the water.
All right.
All right, so you listen to WLIP.
Sure.
All right,
Yeah.
what's your favorite show? Lenny? Lou Regani?
Yeah, sure. Lighten up
Happening?
with Lenny. I just did an event where he was there for his show at the Swedish American, and I'll be back there. I believe it's August 26th with Lighten Up with Lenny and Nacho Queen. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, see?
Here's a good one for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I like this.
In which Kenosha bar do you think you spent the most money at all time?
All time. I guess the Port.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because
okay.
I spent a lot of time at the Port back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
sure.
Great bar.
We were just there last week.
Were you?
Yeah.
I like the Port.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't been there in a while now, but that's, you know,
Well,
I'm busy being Nacho Queen. I'll make an appearance. I wanted to go for that Hot Wheel.
Oh,
event.
yeah, we hosted that. That
Yeah.
was a fun
Yeah,
long day.
I do like
your
stuff.
nacho thing wouldn't have worked.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, but you just came, yeah.
I actually go to things just because I like them.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. It's not always about the queen.
Well, they invited a vendor they had
Big
there.
Matt's
He
Barbecue.
was parked
I
outside.
know Big Bat.
And but they also had burgers and stuff inside. They were cooking on the grill, so everyone was just eating that instead
Yeah.
of going out there. So he didn't really make
No.
hardly anything. So
And
I
that
felt bad for him.
happens. Matt's a big guy. Matt's a big guy. He's a great guy. We'll be doing Harley Davidson Homecoming September 1st through the 6th.
Wow,
Yeah.
we're everywhere.
Ooh,
I
dang,
am.
that's gonna
Actually,
be a
House
good
of
one.
Harley invited me, but I'm already booked at the dealership, so you'll probably see me in Milwaukee next year.
Wow, great.
Just saying.
Wow. All right, last one here,
Okay.
Lisa. Big Star or The Spot?
Big Star. I like the spot, but I do. It's not all year round, and I like the pricing.
Yeah. I
You
can
know?
do that one.
Yeah.
All right, that does it with Ktown Connects, which is brought to you by AccuWell Integrative Health. And what time is it now, Donnie?
Ding, ding, ding. It's trivia time.
I thought that was it.
Trivia is brought to you by the Downtowner Saloon. Yahoo! Mosey on down to the Downtowner Saloon, 707 56th Street for mouth-watering Southwestern foods, including their amazing brisket, flavorful original rubs, and the greatest smoked meats in town.
Wow.
Yep, enjoy a meal or just stop in for one of their delicious cocktails. Ooh, I want to get one
Ooh, that
right now.
sounds delicious.
See more
It
at
does.
downtownsaloonkenosha.com or just stop on by 707 56th Street.
Okay, so we're doing something completely different with the trivia segment today, Donnie.
boy.
And I didn't tell you about this at all. This is totally springing us on both of you.
Great.
Oh, I like it.
So we're doing something different. We're going to test your comedic talents.
Oh.
You're both going to face off against each other in some hilarious nacho-themed stand-up lines.
Oh, okay.
And don't worry, you don't have to write them yourself right here. I'm not going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Oh.
I have them right here for you.
Oh,
it's from a page called The Best Nacho Puns, Jokes, and One-Liners. And I assure you, these truly are the very best in nacho-related humor. So each one of you will take a turn reading one of your lines, and our live studio audience is here on hand to either praise you or throw things at you. And we'll declare our winner at the end.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, Donnie, you're going to start off. We're going to see how the crowd thinks of you. So what do you have first on there on your script there, Donnie?
Right. My friend had waited all week long to come and join us at our Mexican lunch. But unfortunately, he got a stomach bug. I told him, today's not your lucky day.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Oh, you suck. Lisa, what do you got?
What did the nacho chips say to the cheese?
What?
I love you, in case you didn't know.
Donnie, what do you got?
When my son looked sad, when my son looked sad because he just knocked over a plate of burritos on the table, I comforted him by saying, "Don't worry, it's not your fault."
I see where this is going, and I like it.
Ooh, you suck. Lisa, what do you got?
What type of toppings does a duck want its nachos on?
What kind of toppings does a duck want as nachos?
Guacamole? I should probably put my
Donnie, what do you got?
I was
Speak up loud.
walking in the alley behind my house, and I saw. I guess it's.
Speak up.
Oh boy. I saw a man being forced to eat tacos and Doritos by some goons. I tried to intervene, but they told me this is not your business.
Nacho Queen.
Oh, you suck.
Who wrote this?
Lisa, what do you got?
Which TV show did all the nachos get together to watch every week?
I don't know. Which TV show do they get together to watch?
Better Call Salsa.
Okay. Here's a good one for you. My friend had waited all week long to come and join me at our Mexican lunch.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he got the stomach bug today, and he told me today's not your lucky day.
Suck. Lisa, what do you got?
What did the Doritos say when they visited a farm in the countryside?
I don't know. What?
They said it was a cool ranch.
Donnie, how about you?
I got one more for you.
All right.
When my fiance told me that the dip on the table was nacho cheese, I asked her where my cheese was.
Where your cheese was? I don't get it.
Nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese, yeah.
You suck.
I thought it was more funny. Said my fiance.
Okay. Lisa, you got the last one here. What do you got?
Which form of dance does a nacho like to groove to?
What?
The salsa!
And I think Lisa is the definite winner over here. Our studio
Yeah,
audience
I
has
think
praised
so.
her and gave her the award. And what did she win, Donnie?
Lisa, you win a free Ktown Connects t-shirt courtesy of the Lighter Machine.
Oh,
yes.
Wow, thank you.
Yes, the Lighter Machine is located at 725 50th Street. They can customize almost anything. Gifts, uniforms, school apparel, office attire, accessories, you name it, they can do it. Also, check out their online novelty shop at lightermachine.com. They have some already awesome ready-made designs just for you.
Well, thank you, Donnie, because I need to get some Nacho Queen merch, and I think those are the right people to call.
I think so as well,
Definitely,
Lisa.
definitely. So, one more time, we're here for the last hour with the Specialty Nacho Queen, Lisa Henthorn. Make sure you follow her on Facebook. You can find a link right down there in those show notes. That's where you'll find out where she's going to be. She has tons of events coming up throughout the rest of the summer. What do you do on the off time, the winter time? Do you do there indoor things going on?
I do have some indoor things going on.
Okay,
I have
all right.
factories, some schools.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
cool.
Catering.
Cool. Well, she's out there and she makes some great nachos.
Yes, she does. Thank you so much for joining us, Lisa. It's always so nice to see you and conversate with you.
No, really. It's my pleasure. It was great to see you both. It's always a good time. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Hey, thank you.
And we need to thank our sponsors one more time. Who do we got there, Donnie?
The Downtowner Saloon,
That's right, the Union Park Tavern,
CarBox,
Frank's Diner,
Minnie Samuel of Next Home Refined,
Laura Cox of AccuWell Integrative Health,
of course, the Specialty Nacho Queen,
Lucci's Grandview,
LaMacchia Travel,
Faded Barbershop for Men,
Wink Beauty Boutique,
The Lettering Machine,
Gerber's Gift Shop,
and now Luigi's Pizza Kitchen.
Well, thank you all. Thank our sponsors so much. We couldn't do it without you. And thank you once again, Lisa.
And also thank the listener, because it's great to have them. Because
Yes, without them, it's nothing.
Well, I mean, we'd still be out there, but no one would be listening.
Right, nobody would care.
Sponsors might not want to be on the show then if no one's listening. So.
Well, it's great to be back in the saddle. We got this show after a break done.
Yeah.
You know, after this long break, I was forgetting. What do we do on the show? What do we do? We are connecting Kenosha.
Kenosha, that great big busy